And we got a nice cool fall day finally. It's been hitting like 90s every day and sticky. Today's like about 72 degrees and real comfortable, real dry. So I'm gonna try to get something done outside. I needed to have had done quite a little while ago, and that's doing some organization. But before I get there, this is a today's acquisition. Somebody stopped and so they have an old tractor they want to get rid of, and they just put a new battery and a tire in it and spent $100 or something on it, and I said, well, I can't offer you that. So it runs dry, it's got a blown head gasket, and tires are crappy, but the mower deck worked. It's hydrostatic. It's got two different tires on the back. That actually looks like a snowmobile trailer tire more than a tractor tire. But we're gonna go see if we clean that up. The neighbor's been asking me to try to put something together for them, and then we'll steal the tires off of that parts machine that's got no rear end and no engine. So we'll put one of those together. Maybe I'll make a video of that. But for now, we're gonna go take a walk out back, and it is shed purging time and organization, and we're also gonna take out a couple of those bikes that are in there. All right, you're ready for my version of Storage Wars? How's that for a pile of crap? So, as you can see, I have stuff to put stuff in, and I have stuff that's in boxes. And you go yard sale, and what do? You kind of get out of the big garage, you go back in the little shed, and you just throw all the crap in here. Before you know it, you just have piles of crap that you don't know what's in the bottom of. That back shelf was supposed to be for engines, and those were supposed to be nice organized shelves for parts. Well, what it is a pile of crap. So we're gonna go see if we can rectify that, and we'll take the trike out, the moped out, and a bunch of these totes, and I figure we just kind of put like things together on the lawn and clean them up, and then we'll put the little storage bins and stuff like that with their correct bits and pieces in them. So I'm sure there's like 15 carburetors and half a dozen coils and pull starts and pulleys and everything, and they're all kind of mixed and intertwined. So I figure we can kind of make it so that I have some kind of organization. So if I want to come back here and find a pulley, I got the pile to go sort through, and I know what I have all in one shot. So without further ado, I'm going to start digging out. Probably throw this on a battery charge. I'm sure it's dead. Surprised it hasn't run in a year. There's no feel on it. All right, enough of the yapping. Let's get to de-hoarding. Where is he? Where's he hiding? There he is. Right under the coil. At least one of them. Stinking mice. Two of you? It's freaking two of you. I'll let you live, but I shouldn't. So yeah, starting to see the magnitude of my problem. I ain't all of it. More over there. So they're all stacked up on top of each other. You don't know what you have and what, just a bunch of starters, a bunch of this, a bunch of that. So there's the bikes are out. And then the shed. So I don't know if I'm not gonna probably rip everything off the shelves. I'll probably work with them as I kind of go along, but outside I'm gonna make little piles of like things. And this back shelf up here, this guy, this was all for motors, and then it became for motors and boxes and motors and chambers, and just went awry. So I'm gonna go see about, I'll stack these up there right now, get them off the floor, kind of organize them a little bit, and maybe grab myself a Sharpie and write on some stuff, especially like if I start using coolers and stuff to put stuff in, I'll make a little notation on the outside saying what is in said totes. And that generator's got to come out too. That's a big, I think it's Mitsubishi, Kawasaki, something like that. And I want to set that up for us to run the house when we need it. And those bottom shelves weren't even used because boxes got put in front of them, and then you couldn't get to anything from there. So that's how much of a waste of space everything was. So I guess it's kind of like a little bit of a before. I'm gonna go put you guys down, start stacking some motors, and then go outside and we'll set up a tarp. Alright, the aftermath. That's all empty stuff over there that I went through. That's gonna go stay together as a bunch of like silverware deal. That's junk. That's a front end altogether. I gotta go tie wrap them with the 2 tubes that are in the garage. I might put these with pulleys, these wheels. I haven't decided yet, but that's garbage. This is marine. Cooler stays, and seat, fan, and wheels stay. Then on the tarp, this is all the aftermath. I'll probably use the totes for something, but everything else there is just crap. So we have our light section, gauges and horns. Why gauges and horns went together, I don't know. They'd look cute, I thought. Clampy things, front end stuff, toolkits, electrical, fenders, mirrors, foot pegs, shocks, seats, mufflers, gas tanks, starters, kickstands, carburetor and carburetor air cleaners and intakes, mower blades, guardy things, brake parts, and levers and brake parts, and then bicycle cranks. And this is just what I took out of the garage. And last but not least, a tote full of pulleys. Now I just gotta put all the crap back in. I didn't take all this stuff out of the shelves. So I figure what I'm gonna go do is kind of set one thing up at a time. So like I'll set up a shelf and put all the seats on it, and then that'll clean one off, and kind of work that way, you know. Fill the bottom, and hopefully by the time I work to the top, they'll be cleaned out. Tires are hung up on some big nails on the wall. And I think I'm going to stick a couple of boards across the top and see if I can just put all the coolers, the antique coolers I have, and we'll stack them over there. So, getting there. That's probably about an hour, hour and a half cleaning that crap up. And I still have more of that stuff over in the big garage, a little shed, you know how that goes. So at least I'll have like piles, so as I grab that stuff, I'll walk it back here a little at a time. We'll clean those areas up, but you got to start somewhere, and this is my somewhere. All right, back in a minute. Well, that was a pain in the ass. I'm glad it's done. It's all the crap that's not going back in, except for the 2 bikes, and this stuff that's going in. That bin's full of crap. That thing is just useless, so it's going away. Bucket's going in the garage. And that's about it. And this is much better. I'll even have room to put some of the other bikes in here. Imagine that. So we're cleaned up. I got a couple of motors in the other garage that I want to probably bring in here, put on the shed. And again, I said I want to grab that generator out of there, and I want to service that. It's got a noisy bearing in it, but I think it's a 7,500 watt, and as you can see, it's some Mitsubishi. And that's it. All the coolers and stuff are just stuck on the top side, and it's amazing how much room you get when you put all your crap away, and they're all in like piles. So now if I need a starter, go to the starter box. Lights are all in the light section there, etc., etc. That's that. Alright.